All right, so congratulations. We are officially in escrow, and now we need to start the process of documentation and signing our loan estimates, having home inspections, having appraisals. So there's really a lot to do within the first week, right? And so don't get overwhelmed. I'm in this with you. But first step first is you're going to get the EMD. So that's earnest money deposit. So escrow is going to reach out. Escrow is a third party company that communicates between seller and buyer, doing all the paperwork and transferring of money to ensure that it closes. So escrow will reach out and they will hold what's called the EMD, earnest money deposit, for you. Usually it's 1% of the sales price. So if you're in escrow for $900,000, $9,000 is going to be your earnest money deposit. Sometimes sellers want it to be a little bit more. You get some crazy guys asking for 3%, and it just is what it is, but that's part of the negotiation. So I'm definitely on your side in that aspect to try to minimize that. But remember that your earnest money deposit is protected for a duration of time as outlined in the contract. So you do have protection on the home inspection side, on the area inspection, any actual disclosures. So that's home history. So if somebody has passed away in the property, if it's close to a landmine, if it's close to prisons, all those things are called home disclosures. So, and history of the property. So you have your certain durations to review those. Then you have your appraisal contingency. Your appraisal contingency is where if you're a buyer and you're obtaining a loan, the bank needs to send somebody out to the property to look at the property's condition and to look at comparables on their own and make sure that you're not overpaying for the property, because at the end of the day, traditionally, the banks are investing more money than you are. So they want to make sure that they're protecting their investment. If you're buying, 3% down, 5% down, I mean, the bank's coming in with 95%. They want to make sure that they're protecting their investment, right? So when the appraiser comes out, takes a look at the property, makes sure that it's worth what you're paying for, then that contingency is there as well to protect you as the buyer. Now, in any case, you also have a loan contingency, and that's just to make sure that your loan is solid, that your income is good. If you have, any disability or social security, that's there and that it's permanent, to make sure that if you have IHSS, there's all kinds of different income streams that people have. And so really it's just saying, hey, for a duration of time, we need time to button up this loan to make sure that we are good to go for this $900,000, right? And so we have a duration of time until that contingency needs to be removed. So our earnest money deposit, this $9,000 in this example, is protected until we're comfortable with all of that. We're comfortable with the area disclosures. We're comfortable with our home inspection. We're comfortable with the appraisal. We've agreed on any repairs that are necessary. And we know that we still have our job and our loan is fine, right? So we have that timeline to ensure that we're doing our due diligence. And I'm with you every step of the way. So this sounds like a lot, because it is. But if you have a professional like me, it's going to seem very seamless, and it's still an exciting time because you're getting to see the property a couple more times and having some ideas. Maybe your kids have now picked their rooms. So it's a process, but it's definitely good to have a professional like myself on your side, to where you don't really have to worry too much, because I read through these disclosures as well. So we have multiple eyes making sure that nothing's missed.